This she might
That's
be dead.
not dead, right?
It might
Surely
be.
that's not dead.
It might be. It's close.
Surely that's not dead.
Oh
God! He's dead!
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's time for the roundup. This week, it's a special. We're going to be taking a look at the World Warrior Region Finals. 7 players qualified for Capcom Cup this week, and for you to keep up with all of the developments in the World Warrior series, we compiled them together in this one easy video. So let's dive straight into the action.
Don't tell me Jamie's bad. I don't want to hear it.
First up, let's take a look at the Ultimate Open series, which was the World Warrior for France, of course, streamed right here on our very own Reversal channel. And of the 8 players that qualified, the winner's side has an even split of seasoned veterans and young talent. It was those 4 on winner's side that made it all the way through to the Final 4. Winners final saw a incredibly close set between the 2 most experienced players in the bracket in Valmaster and Mr. Crimson. It went down to a game 5, but Mr. Crimson was the one who was able to advance to grand finals. In loser semis, it was 2 of the most exciting young talents out of France right now. And whilst you'll be able to see them go head to head this season on opposing teams in Street Fighter League Europe, this time round it was Kane who was able to take it past Killsy with a 3-1 victory. But he was soon put in his place by Valmaster in losers finals. A dominant 3-1 win meant that we were getting the run back in grand finals, the Chun-Li proving too dominant. And what a grand finals performance it was. The close battles of winners finals were a thing of the past, and he swept through to a reset, completely dominating Crimson and showing that form that took him so far in the CPT offline premiere in France only a few weeks ago. That momentum was not slowing down, and it was a repeat of that scoreline in the grand final reset. 6 games straight means that Valmaster is representing France in Capcom Cup. But in just a few weeks' time, Mr. Crimson will have another chance because the CPT premiere for France, Spain and Portugal will be happening then. Versus Masters was the host of the World Warrior for Asia Southeast, and their top 8 was completed with all eyes on Cien to see whether he would make his way back finally to Capcom Cup. A dominant season saw him in first seed, and his odds looked locked on as he cruised past Hirosho 3-0 in winners finals. In losers semi-final, it was Seo up against Bravery, who had made his way through a packed losers bracket. And the player who had made such an impression over the last couple of years of online competition in Street Fighter V was able to take it in a nail-biting 3-2 victory and advance to losers finals. That momentum would continue as Bravery was able to overcome Hirosho 3-1 to book his grand finals place against an eagerly awaiting Cien. A grand finals matchup that we had seen many times before in Street Fighter V for qualification, but this time round it will be Cien who claims the Capcom Cup place, the first of several big DJ wins this past week. With Canada West already decided, it was the turn of Canada East, and Digital Havoc took place. Once again, the 4 players in winner's side made it through to top 8. But the big news here was last year's Capcom Cup revelation Zhen not making it through. He was eliminated in losers quarterfinal by Fluxwaves. In winners final, Joe Umirogan was dominant against Safe to move into grand finals. A 3-1 victory continuing his dominance this season. Fluxwaves continued his momentum after eliminating Zhen. He took the 3-1 win against Rami to move into losers finals. And it was a far closer set against Safe. It went to a game 5, but there will be no run back for Safe. Fluxwaves would carry on into grand finals. And he was riding a wave of momentum, taking down some big names in this bracket. But in a game 5 situation, Joe Umirogan was able to close it out from the winner's side and book his place once again at Capcom Cup. It was the Unger Down Under for the World Warrior Oceania finals this week. And the two icons of Australian Street Fighter would meet in winners finals. This time ROF would get the better of Travis Styles and cruise through 3-1 into grand finals. In losers semi-finals, Zed would get the better of exciting Honda Frieza. A nail-biting set that went to a 5th game saw Frieza eliminated, and Zed would go on to face Travis Styles in the losers finals. But Travis Styles' experience in these high-pressure situations would pay off for him, and a 3-1 victory meant we're getting the run back of these long-time training partners in grand finals. And indeed, evenly matched, it was a mirror of the winners final score, but flipped as Travis Styles reset the bracket 3-1. You couldn't hope for a closer contest, as in the grand final reset, it went all the way to a game 5.
No, can't extend. This one could go either way. Vibe check from Travis. Gets out of the corner. This couldn't be any closer, folks.
But in the end, it was ROF who closed it out and will be heading to Capcom Cup, representing Oceania. All right, let's just take a short pause to thank all of the people who helped out this week with the roundup. Thank you, of course, to Nick V, ever present with the fantastic editing skills, making this thing look professional. Appreciate you, Nick. Thank you to Retsu, to Lazarus, to Sir, and to Keno as well for grabbing the clips. And of course, big up Tyrant and Damascus, the full Reversal squad. If you like what you're seeing, make sure you smash that like button and hit subscribe, because we got more content coming. We've got some great pieces from myself, from Tyrant, from Damascus, the full team, and of course the VODs of all the exciting action you catch live right here on Reversal, including those UK and Ireland and French World Warrior Series finals. One last push as well, because UFA is happening this coming weekend, and you're going to be able to catch the action live on our Twitch. It's Reversal GG on Twitch. If you're not there in person, of course, you're missing out, but you will be able to see coverage live on Twitch and YouTube as well. So if you're subscribed, you'll be able to catch the live feeds there. All right, let's get back into the action as we round up these World Warrior Regional Finals. The eyes of the world, though, were on Japan this week for what is definitely the hardest region to qualify out of for Capcom Cup. In winners finals, Fudo was too strong for Kabe. A 3-1 victory saw his continued dominance drive rush his way into grand finals. It was more DJ action in losers semi-final as Yamaguchi overcame Moke in a game 5 to earn his place in losers finals with a 3-2 victory. And Kabe's Ken proved no match for Yamaguchi as he was swept away 3-0 to give us a DJ mirror match in grand finals. But there was only going to be one winner, and once again Fudo absolutely swept these grand finals, speed running his way, drive rushing his way 3-0 all the way to Capcom Cup, and along with Sen really putting the world back on notice that DJ is a force to be reckoned with. The first of 2 US regional finals happened this past week, and it was Super Saturdays for the US Midwest. Top seeds Flash Metroid and Jewel Kevin would meet in winners finals, but it was Jewel Kevin who got the big 3-0 victory to move on into grand finals. In losers semis, Sien was able to overcome Brian F in a nail-biting set that went to a game 5, but he wasn't able to repeat the form, and in losers finals, Flash Metroid would get the win 3-2 and the run back in grand finals against Jewel Kevin. Flash fared a bit better this time round, but it was still a comfortable victory as Jewel Kevin qualifies for Capcom Cup, with the Luke getting him over the line, a 3-1 scoreline, and taking it out of the US Midwest. Moving further towards the coast now, and for Wednesday night fights in US West, there was a lot of familiar names. Winners final saw Chris T up against Nephew, and it was the former Capcom Cup qualifier Nephew who was able to cruise past with a very impressive 3-0 victory in the winners final. In losers semis, JB's Rashid proved too strong for No Other Prodigy. A strong season for him fell short as he was defeated 3-0, and JB would face Chris T in losers finals. The power of Ken proved too strong in this matchup, and Chris T secured a solid victory to get that run back in grand finals. And it was a much more evenly balanced contest, But in the end, Nephew still came out on top in a Game 5 situation. He closed out the victory and secured that Capcom Cup qualification spot.
You get into the level 3, he will be your US West representative for Capcom Cup 10. Congrats to Dark Neff.
All right, that's it for this week, our World Warrior special. Next week, we'll be taking a look at UFA, a big catch-up on the action that's happening there, including the biggest ever Street Fighter bracket in continental Europe in history. It's going to be an incredible event. Hopefully you can catch the action live as we stream both on Twitch and on YouTube. We'll see you there this weekend at UFA. We'll see you next week for the Roundup. Until then, take care. See you next time, Roundup.